Earth signs. What's going on, Earth signs? How y'all doing, Earth signs? I hope that this video finds y'all in good health and spirit. It's yours truly, Sepharina, and this is Rainbow Warrior Tarot. And I'm going to be doing your general message for this week, and that's going to be the Lovers Weekly Check and Tap In. The dates are going to be July 15th through the 22nd, 2024. Today's date is Saturday, July 13th, 2024, and it's 3:50 p.m. here in Houston, Texas. Now, before I get into the reading, I just wanted to let everybody know, give me 1 second. I just wanted to let y'all know, hold on, I just read something on Google. They said Uber to pay drivers 32.50 cents an hour. Wow. So, because, Uber, I don't see how they can make it Uber drivers by just driving. You know what I mean? Well, anyway, that's something else. I just seen that on my Google News. So that's great. You know what I mean? Because they do need to be paid more. Y'all can't just be paying them Uber drivers just whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. So it's like the Uber drivers, they could drive, but they have other jobs. So they make extra money with Uber, but it should be a main job for them. You know what I mean? And I think $32, $34 I said, that's pretty good. Hey. Okay, well anyway, I just wanted to say that I wasn't able to do the readings last week because if you do know, it made national news that we did have a hurricane here in Houston, Texas. It was a Category 1 and like a tropical storm, It was a very nasty one. The winds were like 100 miles an hour. They snapped trees in half and they snapped telephone poles. So you would think that the trees would have to hit the poles to break the poles. No, the telephone poles snapped on their own. Okay, that's just how strong that wind was. And lights went out, what was that, Sunday night, which is early Monday morning at 3 o'clock. And I actually didn't get my lights back on until Thursday. You know what I mean? So I did, 3, maybe 4 days without lights. And that's horrible, and there's still 1 million people without lights right now. There's 1 million people, families, businesses without lights, and I think it's just horrible, you know what I mean? Because when other people, other states have hurricanes, we always go line up, at the state line and to go in whenever the hurricane passes. But we didn't get that privilege here, you know what I mean? And the only ones I have to blame are the people that are in office. I blame the governor, I blame the mayor, I blame the council people, I blame the Harris County judge, I blame Centerpoint. See, all of them, they're trying to blame Centerpoint. But it can't just be all on Centerpoint. They're to blame half of it and half has to go to them because they weren't prepared. And I don't know if y'all know, they don't want me to say it, but Houston is the city where you gotta pay to play. So, like I said, Houston played Centerpoint and the people in office, they played the not prepared game. Okay, and I feel like they only did it so they can get more money out of the government. I'm getting a pinch in my leg, so I know that they don't want me to say that. But that's very much true. You know what I mean? Like if they would have had people lined up at the state line to come in after the hurricane, people wouldn't have been going a week without electricity. And what was that, a month ago, we had tornadoes here in Houston. When do we ever get tornadoes? We had got tornadoes that made lights go out for 1 million people, right? But this go around, it was 2 million. So it's just like the city is playing in our face. And I don't appreciate it. I'm upset. I'm blessed that I have lights now, but there's still 1 million people, 1 million businesses, homes, and just homes and businesses that don't have lights, and it's very pitiful and it's hot. Here in Houston, it's in the upper 90s, so the feel like, because of the humidity, goes easily into 100, into 105. So I think it's very despicable. And let's just hope and let's just ask, not hope, let's ask the universe that these people get their power back on. You know what I mean? Because they're saying that they got to go more than a week, and that's just horrible. And then them people, they can't go to a hotel like how I try to do. I try to get the readings out. So I was like, well, let me just go get a hotel, buy a hotel online, and they should have power. Went to the hotel, they have no power, but still wanted me to stay. And I'm like, how am I going to be in a hotel if there is no power? Like, what in God's name is going on? So I feel bad for them people that can't afford generator, can't afford hotels, but hotels are useless, can't afford a generator, and can't afford, really to buy food because everything got destroyed when the power went out. So it's just a horrible time. Businesses, houses been getting broke into by people that taking advantage of the storm, right? And it's just been chaos here in Houston. And I hate to say it, we're not out the woods yet, because at the end of August, we're going to be hit with another hurricane. But it's going to be a full impact hurricane. It's going to be something like Harvey, but not like Harvey. It's going to be worse than Harvey. You know what I mean? Because this go round, we're going to have rain and wind coming in. So we're not out the woods yet. You know what I mean? So if y'all could please ask the universe to let us make it. But we could only make it for so long. We were supposed to have our hurricane hit last year. When it didn't come last year, I knew that this hurricane was going to play no games. But like I said, a month ago, 2 months ago, we had a tornado, and that was devastating. A month, 2 months, which brings us to now, we had a Category 1 hurricane, tropical storm. It didn't matter which one it was still devastating. It still led to 2 million people being without power. So it's really horrible, and it's nasty, that the people, the governor, the council people, the mayor, Centerpoint, that they weren't better prepared. You know what I mean? And I just blame them. And they're trying to bounce the blame back and forth from Centerpoint to the people in governor, right? And the governor or whatever. Like the people in government, are going back and forth in Centerpoint trying to throw back who's responsible. But like I said, here in Houston, you got to pay to play. That's how it is here, okay? And Houston definitely played in our face. And the only reason they played in our face so they can get more funding from the federal government, and which is horrible, but it's true, right? And because of there being no power, there's been a lot of people that passed away, that died because of the situation. And it's just completely out of control, okay? So that being said, we're going to just get right into the reading. I just wanted to let y'all know why I couldn't come out with last week's, general check-in, tap-in, lovers reading, weekly reading, okay? So that being said, let's get into it now. This is going to be just a general reading. Please take what resonates, leave the rest here, because it might resonate with someone else, okay? And this reading is only going to be for lovers. I do feel like there could be some lovers that are possibly broke up. They can be broke up for a day, 2 days, 3 days, a month, no more than a year. Now, if you're here for someone that you haven't had sexual contact, physical contact in a year, this reading is not for you. But hey, if you want to watch the reading, knock yourself out, because it's going to be a true story, and I'll appreciate the view. So that being said, let's get into it. Earth signs. There's going to be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay, so let's go ahead and get them a little bit more shuffle. I think that's enough for the first stage, because I did shuffle some while I was running my mouth. Okay, so that's one. Okay, let's do it one more time and we're gonna pull the cards. Okay. Universe, can the earth signs get their first card? First card came in. This is the first card for the earth sign. Okay. So, I definitely see some broken upness because I only see one person here. There's one woman here. But it also looks like, you know, a trans or whatever. So this is a gender fluid, gender mutual reading. So it doesn't matter if you're a male, woman, trans, gay, because I get everything here from what I see with this first card, okay? So can the earth signs get their second card? Second card came in for the earth signs. So let me just straighten out these cards and we're gonna get into it, okay? So that is the second card. So I do also feel earth signs, you have a significant other that was arrested or passed away, okay? Okay, yeah. So they went to jail or they passed away. The reason I'm saying that, because the male energy has wings, but also right here they have wings too. So I also do feel like for the earth signs, you did deal with someone that passed away or went to jail. Because if you look at him, he looked like he belongs in jail, okay? I'm not trying to be rude or nasty, but I feel like, you know, the person you were dealing with deserves to be in jail, went to jail, okay? Or ended up dead. You know what they say? You're going to end up dead or in jail, okay? But in this case, I also do feel for the earth signs, you did have someone that was in jail, that was your love, you're waiting on, but they end up passing away in jail. They died, like something happened to them and the jail's covering up what happened to them, right? And I'm here to tell you that it was the jail's fault. They attacked him, the jailers, the prison guards, jumped him and they did it. It wasn't the prisoners, it was the jail, the prison people, okay? That's for the people that had a love in prison and you were waiting on them and they end up dying in there. It's because the prison people did that to them. Your lover had words with the prison people and they end up, you know, unaliving him, right? So, third card, okay, so this is the third card. So like I said, I do feel like there is some broken upness. I feel like there is people that were here that had somebody to pass on. The ones that were not in jail, you had someone that went to jail or passed on. Now, if you had someone that was in jail that you were waiting on to get out, they passed away in jail. They were, you know, came up dead. They were murdered. They were unalived in prison. And it wasn't because of the people, the other prisoners, it was because of the guards. So I know that's a hard, but I'm sure the prison's telling y'all that they got murdered. They got unalived because of the other inmates, which is a complete lie, okay? So don't let them lie to you. I'm here to tell you the truth, what happened, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Acceptance is key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So like I said, either the earth sign, the ones watching, you have someone that go to jail, someone that passed away. And if they passed away and they didn't go to jail, it's because they passed away from an illness. You know what I mean? An illness that runs in the family. And it usually doesn't catch up with the family early on, but it did catch up to them, okay? So that's the way life works. For others, you have people that went to jail. That's why y'all not able to be together in the flesh. Excuse me, I got hiccups. Y'all weren't able to be together because they went to jail. And for the other people that I mentioned, ooh, Lord, why do I have these hiccups? I do feel like the people that passed on here that didn't go to jail, they had heart complications. Because when I was having them hiccups, I felt my heart like skip a beat. So I felt like they had heart complications. Heart complications ran in the family. It usually don't come for the family like right on. It probably go like the heart complications catch up with them when they go into their 50s and 60s. But I do feel like the people that did pass away from heart complications, that they were young, they were in their 20s, they were no older than 30s, okay? So, for the people that got locked up, that's why, y'all were separated because your significant other got locked up, right? And for the people that have somebody, a loved one that was in prison that ended up unalive, is because they were unalived by the prison guards, not the prisoners. And I know the prisoners, the prison guards, the prison people are telling you they were unalived by the prisoners, which is a lie. Usually that's what they do. They lie. They cover up stuff that they do, okay? So, forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine, okay? So there is 3 different groups of people here, okay? And there's going to be 3 different questions for the pendulum at the very end, okay? So let's go ahead and take it to the next one. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joy. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstance you currently find yourself in, okay? So I would like to think that this is for all people involved here. So let's go ahead and take it on to the next. Okay. 1 second while I shuffle. It's gonna be 4. Those cards want to come out. See, there's a lot to be said here. Okay, let's get into it. So, a recap for the first card. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things that are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Okay. Universe, can I give more information about the first card? So this one is what hit. Yes. So I do feel like, as far as the people that had a loved one in prison, right, and they became unalived, there are secrets, okay, that the prison is holding. Like I said, they're not telling you the truth, okay, because when the moon comes out, that means secret that are not being told. They lied to you and told you that this person had issues with other prisoners, which is a lie. They had a disagreement with your significant other, so it led to like being physical, and it led to your significant being unalived. And to the ones that had a loved one that went to jail that are no longer to be with them physically, it's because they had secrets they were keeping from you. They had things going on. They were in criminal activity that you did not know about. So that was the secret, right? And I also feel that the people that had someone that was out here that didn't go to jail had a health issue, but they didn't tell you about it, right? Because they didn't want to worry you. But you ended up finding out, but it ended up being a secret. But you end up finding out why they passed away, which was a secret, right? So, it was a secret on those 3 ends. There's 3 situations going on here, right? But I also do feel, for all 3 situations, that this person did love you, okay? They weren't completely upfront about everything that they did. It wasn't like they were cheating and stuff. They were just involved in activity that they didn't tell you about. Now, as far as the people that had a loved one that was in jail that came up unalived, they didn't tell you about it because they didn't want you to worry you, right? They didn't want to tell you that, right? So they didn't want you to worry. That's why they didn't tell you. Same thing for the people that have someone that passed away for a heart condition. It's because they didn't want you to worry. They didn't want you to worry that they could just, fall over and croak. And I'm not trying to be ugly, that they could fall over and croak because they didn't want you to worry, right? And for the people that went to jail, and that's why you couldn't be with them, that's because they didn't want you to worry, right? They didn't want you to also break up with them because they were in love with you, right? So that's for all three situations, okay? So let's go ahead and go into the next one. So we have three situations here, Earth signs. Earth signs, there's three situations that all Earth signs are going through, okay? So universe, can we get the final card for the first card? Final card for the first card? Oh. Yeah, so I do feel like for all three situations that they were working on something. Now for the person that had somebody, for the people that had somebody in jail that came up alive, they were working on something to go against the prison to expose something. But before they were able to expose it, the prison took them out. You know what I mean? Unalive them so that won't be exposed. So there was some corruption being done in prison that they were about to expose. Your significant other that came up, unalive. Now, as far as the people that had someone that died, that passed away from a heart condition, they were also working on something that you didn't know about. But you're gonna soon find out that there was, I think they had like some kind of money put away or some kind of insurance. I'm not sure if it's insurance. Now, if it was insurance, it was an insurance that didn't care about situations that had something to do that run in the family, which is heart conditions. So you have money coming your way, from this person that passed away from heart condition. Either it's life insurance or it's money they have put away. Okay, I also felt like that they started a business in your name. So guess what? That's going to be your business and it's going to be very profitable. So congratulations. And for the people that had a loved one that was in criminal activity, they ended up going to jail, you have money, okay, that they left behind for you, okay? And they probably didn't tell you this now, but you're going to, and you're going to find that out, okay? So they've been working with something behind the scenes to better your life, okay? Just in case if they went to jail. So, forgiveness. I don't think I'm going to accept this card because it don't make sense. Now, if it comes out, then so be it. Okay, universe, can I get more information about the forgiveness card? Okay. So, you did get the Hangman, which is upside down, which is a major arcana, okay? So I also feel, now when the Hangman is right side up, they're very they have forgiveness. But because it's right side up, you didn't have too much forgiveness, right? And now as far as the people that had somebody incarcerated, a loved one that came up unalive, you weren't trying to see it the way they told you. You only seen it one way. You weren't trying to see it their way because you knew something wasn't right, and which is true, right? So as far as the person that has someone that passed away from a heart condition, you didn't see it the right way. You know what I mean? You seen it, you seen it the way you wanted to, right? Because when the Hangman's right side up, they see it a different way, but you didn't see it another way. Okay, so it didn't come. You finally figured out what happened. You were told what happened, so that's why you seen it your way, because you seen it. You didn't take it as just a death. You know what I mean? Because if you took it as just, it would be right side up, but you didn't. You had to find out, and you got down to it, and you found out why this person really passed away and that it was a heart condition that runs in the family. Okay, now for the people that had a loved one that went to jail for like criminal activity, you know what I mean? You didn't see it a different way with them because you only seen it one way because you were in love and they were in love with you, okay? So let's keep it moving. Universe, can we get the second card for the forgiveness? Second card for the forgiveness. Yes, so you did get the Six of Swords, which is upside down. You had thoughts of moving away from this person, but you decided to stay. Now, this card is also For the people that have somebody incarcerated, because they're incarcerated, you chose not to leave them behind. Because if you did, you would have got the Six of Swords right side up. That means you would have left them because they went to jail, but you stuck by their side. You didn't go nowhere. Now, as far as the people that have someone that died of a heart condition, you didn't lose faith in them. Like, you didn't just accept that they were dead, right? You chose to stay there and figure out why they passed away, and you figured it out. And for the people that lost a loved one because they had criminal activity, you also chose not to leave them, right? You chose to stick by your side, and I'm glad you did, because they left you some money that you're going to find out about, right? So, or you did find out about it. If you don't know about it, guess what? You have news coming your way. And let's go ahead and take it to the final card for the forgiveness. Yes, so I do feel like this person never stabbed you in your back or face, right? Because it is upside down. Usually, I see this as the stabbing card, you know. The Ten of Swords is like the stabbing in the back. This is doing it in your face. They never did anything in your face. So the people that, to the people that have a significant other in jail that like got unalived by the prison guards, you didn't accept what they were telling you in your face. You didn't accept that. That's why it's upside down, because you didn't accept it. Now, for the people that have someone that passed away of a heart condition, you didn't like just accept it at face value that they just died. You wanted to figure out why they did. Okay, so that's why the Four of Swords is upside down for you too. And for the people that had a loved one that went to jail, this person never did you wrong. The only thing they did wrong is they didn't tell you what they were actually doing, okay? Which led them to jail, okay? They never cheated on you. They never hurt you. They never disrespected you. They never called you out your name. So that's why you're staying by their side. And I'm glad you are, because they got some money for you coming up, okay? That you're going to find out about. Okay, so, and I also feel the people that had somebody incarcerated that was unalived, you also have money coming your way, because you're going to unlock something. And you're going to be able to sue that prison and all them guards for how they did your significant other. And there's going to be money coming your way and to the family, okay? So let's keep it going, and y'all going to definitely get it done, because the bottom of the card is the Magician. Y'all going to get this proof in stone cold, in stone, paper, rocks, and scissors, okay? Y'all going to find out. Y'all going to have all the proof, and y'all going to take it to them, okay? I hate that your significant other had to pass away, but at least he didn't pass away in vain, right? So there was something that's going to come out of it, right? The corruption, and y'all also going to get some money out of it. So that's like a blessing from him, from the other side, okay? To ease the pain, okay? Let's get a recap. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joy. You can feel joy in your life regardless of the circumstance you currently find yourself, you currently find yourself in, okay? So universe, can we get more information about the third card, okay? So you did get the Page of Swords. So all three situations, you know what I mean? You were not dealing with someone that was childish, right? Even though they might have withheld some situation, like some information, it wasn't enough, you know, for you to just, you know, leave them in the dust, right? So it wasn't enough. They were not childish. Now, if you would have asked, they would have told you, right? And that's for all three situations. But you never did, because you didn't think that there was a problem. So let's go ahead and take it into the next card. Second card for the third card. Second card for the third card. Yes. So like I said, there was some confusion from the people that had a loved one that were unalive in prison while they were incarcerated, to the people that had a loved one that passed away. and from the people that had a loved one that went to jail. You know what I mean? There was some confusion on why everything worked out, but you found out why, okay? And in all situations, there will be money coming in. So, let's take it to the next, the final card. Final card for the third card, final card for the third card, yes. So, I do feel like because for all three situations, you were heartbroken. This is for the people that found out that their significant other was unalive while they were incarcerated. You were heartbroken. You were heartbroken when you're, for the people that found out that their significant other passed away of a heart condition that runs in the family. You were heartbroken. And for the people that had a loved one that went to jail because of criminal activity, you were heartbroken they went to jail. You weren't heartbroken because they kept that away from you. You were just heartbroken because they got caught up. They didn't do anything bad to you. They just kept that little part away from you. But like I said, if you would have asked, they would have told you, okay? So I want to do something a little different. I want to know, is money going to be involved here? So let's look at the bottom of the cups. Cups is the King of Cups. We got the King of Cups. The King of Cups is someone that has money, right? Any king that's a king would have money, right? So like I said, you will be getting money for all three situations. But let me just go ahead and pull out my jumbo poker deck. Now let me just go ahead and do the small poker deck. And if we have something with a diamond, oh, and look at the bottom of the deck when I pulled it out, guess what? Ace of diamonds. So this is, when I think of diamonds, I think of money. So that being said, I just took it out. I was going to shuffle, didn't even have to shuffle. The Ace of Diamonds on the bottom. And if y'all do know how I feel about the poker deck, anything diamonds is including with money. So all three situations, y'all have money coming y'all way to ease the pain, okay? It may not erase everything, but it will ease it, okay? So let's take it to the pendulum. The first question, it'll be 4 questions. Pendulum. Now, all three situations of the earth signs, will they have money that come in because of the situation that they had going on? Yes or no? The pendulum is saying yes. There will be money coming in for all three situations that I mentioned, okay? So, now pendulum, we're going to take it to the earth signs that have somebody incarcerated, that has someone incarcerated that became unalive. The prisoners told the earth signs that they had issues with prisoners, and that's what led them to be alive. But did they lie? Yes or no? Did they really unalive their love? Yes or no? So they're saying yes. It's going into a circle. So they're saying yes. It's true that they unalived their significant other that was in jail, okay? So the next question is, for the people, for the earth signs that had a loved one that passed away of a heart condition that they did not know about, did this person really pass away from a heart condition that really runs in the family, yes or no? So it is a yes, so the pendulum is saying yes. Saying yes, they had a heart condition that ran into the family. It usually don't hit the family early on. It hits them in the 50s and 60s. But it hit this person in their 20s, no later than 30s, okay? So pendulum. Okay, for the people that had a loved one that got incarcerated for criminal activity, did this person, that the earth sign for the third set of people, did their person go to jail because of criminal activity that they had going on that the earth sign did not know about? Yes or no? So it's saying, it's saying no. So why did they go to prison? So, okay, so they did go to prison, right? But I would have to think that they were on probation or parole. That's why they went back, because they violated. Now, did the people that went to prison, did they violate their probation or parole, and that's why they're back in prison? Yes or no? So it's saying yes. So the people, for the loved ones that went to jail, they violated their parole and probation, They did not commit a crime, okay? But you did not know that they were on parole and probation because they didn't want you to know. They didn't want you to be hurt. But everything else, they were right with you, okay? So thank you for clarifying that, Pendulum. So that being said, I did not know that they violated parole and probation. You knew that. They did not the reason they got on parole and probation is because they committed a crime, but you did not know that. But that's why they really went to prison, because they violated on their parole and probation. So that being said, this is your reading. This is your reading for now, Earth signs. I will be back next week for the next set of lovers reading. It'll be an honor if you come back. It was an honor having you here. And once again, I'm Sephrina. This is Rainbow Warrior Tarot. May the universe be with you, Earth signs. I'm going to catch y'all next time. Thank you. Bye.